plays games with Steve
and Angel. Hi, we're back.
Hi, I'm Iris.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to Sister Iris's cover-up.
After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mystic Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Kudine tradition. So I removed the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, God. Wait, I'm still alive. Oh, God. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to the Hazakura temple.
It's a motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a typo. It's
I
a
call
very
it an
weird
electric
typo.
skiing machine.
I used this Shishido to alter the way the wound looked. Why?
Why?
So you moved the body.
Yes, I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan. But even so, I never imagined that Elise Deauxnim was actually Misty Fae.
I think whenever we do these now, you should do it in the voice of the character right before it.
Right, yeah.
So if it's Iris.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I've committed a terrible sin.
A terrible trick of fate.
I believe you're looking for a twist of fate, Your Honor.
Don't correct me.
I intended to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body, but
You were spotted by the head nun, correct?
yes, and that's why I couldn't go back.
Your story makes sense, I suppose. Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
I call that the mystic
Maya! Maya!
Maya!
to protect the future.
Hold it! So you waited until everything was over before making a move?
No, it's not like that.
Objection! She saw someone murdered right in front of her eyes. It's not surprising that she was a little timid.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Sometimes when I'm watching lawyers argue back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to reach a conclusion.
Isn't it your job as the judge to mediate the argument?
That's too tough.
It's hard, it's scary. Everyone's so loud. It wasn't until Mystic Maya saw me.
They start pounding their desks, throwing things, and whipping each other. I don't get involved.
That it finally dawned on her what she had done. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Kudine tradition, so I moved the body from the inner temple by myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across Dusky Bridge. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and used the Shijutsu. Why?
She
Remove the body from the inner temple myself.
Give me a sign. I'll show you where. Oh, hold it. Sorry. Why did you do that?
Because I didn't want Mystic Maya to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene.
You moved her body all by yourself.
Yes, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow.
The snow, huh?
The snow, huh?
I dragged it behind me all the way across the Dusky Bridge where, okay.
Hold it! It's pretty amazing you can make it all the way across. That's a rickety old bridge.
It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite its age.
It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold.
But there's one other thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into the Eagle River?
Huh?
It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple.
I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Mystic Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far away as possible.
Ha! Makes perfect sense to me. For the time being. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed the bridge?
Makes sense, at least until you do a contradiction. Then he used the snowmobile to carry it back to the Hazakura Temple, and...
Hold
It
it!
makes no sense at all. Phoenix is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Throw it in the river, it
Yeah.
sweeps it away. Yeah.
Yeah. The snowmobile? Just want to see if anyone was going to correct me.
No.
I knew that would show up sooner or later.
I
No,
told you that.
the joke is past.
What, 2 minutes
Joke
ago?
is over. Yes, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge.
It's Speedy Sled.
It's funny again.
This is the part that was in question the other day. Should I ask for more details? Forget about it. Forget about it. Oh, let me hear about the snowmobile ride. Is it fun?
Oh, what joy it is to ride it. Well, it was very cold that night, so I rode it all the way to the foot of the bridge.
Objection! I'm sorry, witness. But now I've got a problem with your testimony.
Excuse me?
Godo, what are you up to now?
That night, after the head nun left the remainder of the training to you, she said she walked from the inner temple back to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, I'm fairly certain that's what the record indicates.
Let's recall her comments on the subject.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple... it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean.
The snowmobile was in front of the main gate. This is one of those contradictions, wouldn't you say?
Order! Mr. Godo! Well, why are you pointing out contradictions in the witness's testimony?
Let's just say I like things to be neat and tidy, okay?
Well, maybe Sister Bikini missed it. Yes, maybe she didn't see it.
You think she missed it? That doesn't sound right.
Ha! Whatever. Even I don't think this is decisive enough to warrant any more time or effort. It's just, you'd better be careful in your testimony. That's all I wanted to say. A smart little cookie like you shouldn't have any trouble understanding that.
Yes, sir.
What was that all about? Why would Godo want to give me a hint?
I'm the professor now.
Very well, then, let's continue with the testimony.
Look at me.
So you transported the body by snowmobile all the way to the Hazakura Temple courtyard?
Yes, I thought that way Mystic Maya would never be suspected. That's what I thought anyway. And then I used the Shishido to alter the way the wound looks.
Hold it! Is that what you were doing when Sister Bikini saw you?
Yes, that's right. She probably thought the worst.
Probably? More like definitely.
I see. So Sister Bikini mistakenly thought you were the one that murdered Ms. Deauxnim.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It's my fault that this case has gotten so confusing.
I don't want to believe it, but I don't think my logic is failing me. Iris is trying to pin the murder on Maya. But why would she want to do that? There's only one reason I could think of. There's only one reason I could think of.
Hey, Angel! It's me, Helpful Hannah!
Oh, hi, Anne. It's been a
Remember you
minute.
asked and then they gave some choices for you to choose?
Yeah.
Let's go back to that one and try the other one.
See, I was thinking that, but now I'm kind of forgetting
I
where it
know!
was.
That's why I'm here to help you out! It's me, Helpful Hannah!
You're so nice, Hannah.
I know! I'm so patient!
How's your husband doing?
Things aren't going so well.
Oh,
my God.
We've tried, you know.
Are you okay?
No, we're fine.
You've
you know.
tried for what?
Just therapy, and it's not working out.
Oh.
I think it's time for.
Hold on, there's someone at the door. Open up.
Oh, yeah.
Astro, what are you doing here? Hey, I'm looking for my wife. Is she here?
Tell him I'm not around.
Hey!
We're getting way off track.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was this one.
Oh, is this a little cliffhanger?
It was this one.
The Snommable?
Snubbable.
How about the Trebs? The Schnubble.
If you really did move her body by
By Schnubble.
Schnobble. Then there should be tracks left in the snow, right?
Well, yes, naturally you would expect tracks.
This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride?
Yes, I think they are.
But I can only see one set of tracks here.
I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple.
I see. Snow was still falling, huh?
And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there's such fresh-looking tracks.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What do you think about this testimony?
It's very important.
Very important.
When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped? It doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Your Honor, I'd like the statement Iris just made added to the testimony.
But does it have something to do with the case?
All will be made clear if you allow her statement to be added to the record.
Ha! This should be fun. You. Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's no business like snow business.
Oh, by the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Where's the weather report?
Mama. Objection!
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
The witness's
Oh, wait,
statement is
what?
clearly faulty, Your Honor.
Wait, what? Why not? Oh, I know what happened.
I'm sorry, I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I'll have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
With my penis.
Oh.
Oh,
Ugh.
don't threaten me
You're
with
sick.
a good time.
All right, yeah, just keep going. Yeah.
Huh?
Which one did they present it on? This one?
No, on the... Wait, on the... Then he's a someone will be able to carry it back to a temple. And she's just... Wait.
Oh, you're going too fast.
By the time the murder took place... No, I presented it on this one.
No.
Was it wrong?
Yeah.
It's not this one. It's good that we have this info, but which one, like based on the weather data, which one should be wrong then?
I use it. Then he's similar to carry it back to the temple. I dragged it behind me. So I moved the body. Okay, hold on. I thought it was my dude. No, these are... So I moved the body myself. I dragged it from behind me. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple. I used the Shichishido on the way to the wound looked. By the time murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Then I used the snowmobile to carry it back to... I guess it's this one?
I'm gonna help you out because honestly, I think they should.
This one's tricky.
Yeah.
Go back. Go to the one before it. I think it's. Do you know? So what is your? Before we go into this, what is your reasoning here?
There's an inconsistency with the timing of like the weather,
What's the
snow.
timing? What's the timing problem?
Hold on, let me double check the weather report. Weather data. Regional weather report. Let's see, the snow was from 7 to 10:50.
Yeah.
And then the lightning was 10 to 11.
Okay.
Well, they're saying that the snow had... Oh, that the snow was still going by the time that they were moving the body and
Right.
using the snowmobile.
Yeah.
But, no, the murder took place at 11?
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
So,
so-
since you're... Honestly, I think the game is being a little annoying.
Okay.
That's why I'm gonna just help you out.
So they present this to this one?
Yeah.
Objection!
Yeah,
Honestly,
that is
what you
annoying.
did, I would totally agree with.
Yeah. This one's a little, I feel
Yeah.
like this one I probably looked up a walkthrough back in the day. You claim that the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible.
What? Why give us a new statement then?
Yeah, I honestly think that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this game is like flipping things on its head, making it a
Well,
little
that's
more...
like the only time that's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed Dusky Bridge at that time.
Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire.
What did you say? The bridge, it was on fire.
You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? Anyone knows about it. It was because of that lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
What? But it can't be.
It looks like you still haven't figured it out.
Very sus.
No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
No!
Yeah, I knew about the bridge getting burned down. Huh. We're in the Best Bridge Friends Club. Order, order, order!
The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right, the inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. There's no way she could have crossed the bridge, body or no body.
Witness, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court.
If you were a clown, you'd be out of your...
Yeah, but you're a cute
No,
girl,
no.
so it's fine. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Objection! The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Old man.
Me? How dare you?
Whether this witness lied or not doesn't mean squat right now.
Squat?
The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
Yes, of course, but...
Whether it was snowing or not snowing, and whether the bridge was burning or not. There are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of Elise Deauxnim was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. And second, the head nun, Sister Bikini. Witness Iris desecrating Elise Deaunim's body.
He makes a good point. Both accounts.
That's right. I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night, so my memory is still somewhat hazy.
Objection! You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
Objection! It is only human to err. If you're so perfect, Trite, maybe you can explain this for the court.
What is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge had already burnt down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick?
Well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt-out bridge. But unless I could somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth.
It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
You see what I mean? In other words, you're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth.
All right, then. Witness, let's hear your testimony once more.
About what, Your Honor?
You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Will this be her final testimony?
Probably not.
Now you're catching on.
Moving the body.
Moving the body, moving the body. Oh.
Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling or had it stopped? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there's a way to cross a burning bridge?
So it was just a misunderstanding, I see.
This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident.
Lightning blast! Lightning blast!
Interesting.
Are you doing the or the LARPing thing? Or what are you doing?
I was just doing a LARPing thing. Yeah.
Oh, there.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
It certainly was burned to a crisp. And one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall. Just want to admire it for...
How did they build a new bridge over that to get over there?
I'm really good at building!
Clearly, it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition.
He was a master of Mario Maker.
Yeah.
I want the gumshoe bridge builder spinoff.
Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. Maya will be accused of murder. Again.
Try. I'm only going to say it one more time.
Duh.
It is only human to err. And only humans can spot the errors of our ways.
The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes.
All right, Mr. Wright, please begin your final cross-examination.
The very last one. This is
the
it.
final episode.
Yep.
Ever.
Oh, ProZD plays games, yeah.
Yeah, everyone, yeah.
Killer Instinct tomorrow.
Yeah.
Walking over the bridge,
Just
there's
the
no...
channel's renamed. ProZD plays Killer Instinct.
ProZD plays Killer Instinct. Bow, bow.
With Steve.
What's just peeking out in the corner? Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I've just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling right at stop? Does it really matter that much?
Hold it! This is no joke. You're giving sworn testimony in a court of law.
Well, Mr. Wright, let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago today?
Huh? Well, naturally, it was,
You see, it's not that easy to remember, is it?
But if it had been some kind of special day, I would have remembered. For example, it was pouring rain on the day of my elementary school graduation.
Objection!
No one cares about you venting.
No one wants to hear about your childhood traumas, right?
What?
By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. If you insist on obsessing over that one statement, let's see the proof. Show some evidence that the body somehow crossed the bridge while it was on fire.
Are you saying there's a way to cross? Should we just get you Schroeder? Taking the morning after the crime. Press. Okay.
Take of the morning to you.
I wish I could zoom in on this.
But you cannot.
Damn, it really was. So there's some loose ropes. Is there? There's kind of a cliff there.
Kinda a cliff there.
Well, like, there's like a part of the cliff that's like it, or I should have said meant like it's almost like a staircase, like it's ascending on the cliff, like at the edge. Maybe that'll be important.
Gotcha.
I'll pin that in my brain, and then forget it. See, because this is crazy. Just like I just saw my crush fucking floating in the air, on fire. Horrible sketch, but okay. Are you saying that there's a way to cross a burning bridge? Does that contradict, or is that just suggesting the idea? Well, let me press this, and then I don't know. Maybe we'll say.
Hold it. Well, I don't see there couldn't be a way across.
I don't see why
there wouldn't be. Yeah,
Mr. Wright, don't you think that sounds a bit silly?
Huh?
A dead body crossing a burning bridge. Did anyone actually witness such a thing? Yeah.
Ha! No, definitely not. If there was, I don't think you'd call someone like that a witness. After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something.
I've come all this way, so I owe it to everyone to figure this out.
Wow, everyone
watching.
all my Tomodachis.
Oh, wait, yeah.
But how do you transport a body across a burning bridge? Even if I don't know the exact answer yet, it's okay.
It's Daijobu.
Daijobu. I'll start by examining all of my evidence and see where that takes me. Gotta be like a shark. If I don't keep moving, I'm as good as dead.
I gotta figure this out for everyone. Richard Wellington.
I've got
Salmonella.
Wow, it just goes.
Money the monkey.
Listen,
Everyone before.
I've got to be like a shark, smooth.
Yeah. No,
right.
smooth.
Okay.
Objection!
There you go.
A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility.
What?
Ha! You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air.
I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen.
Him saying pulled just like was like a trigger word that made me want pulled pork.
I feel that. Preposterous!
Pulled pork preposterous.
Preposterous!
Who is it? Who is this witness?
I hope I cursed at anyone who's watching this right now
Yeah.
to want pulled
One
pork.
person watching this definitely ordered pulled pork.
Yeah.
Not me.
I can't chicken out
Not
here.
me, vegan Vincent.
No.
No, absolutely not.
But someone also got chicken.
Oh, yeah.
I can't chicken out here, so I gotta keep on the attack and go, go, go.
They went to Go Curry.
Miss Elise Deaughnim's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Laurice Deauxnim.
Brilliant.
Highly gifted.
Apprentice?
Remember what he said in his testimony? Da-da-da. That night, he was at the Mountain Shack, Heavenly Hall. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night.
Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it?
Actually, it is. Yeah.
Mr. Wright.
Oh, so Steve's gonna think he wasn't a host again? Is that... It's funny. It's funny. We still haven't filmed that yet.
Let's hope we do.
I hope we do. We should. We filmed part of it.
Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument?
Uh-oh. The judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
Ha! Well tried. There's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old. Does this sketch prove anything?
I mean, it's a pretty impressive drawing for a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does. And I'm going to prove it.
Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down.
Huh?
If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with this sketch?
Upside down? Why did Godo say that?
All right, then. That's probably not important. Let's hear the defense's theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show?
I don't think old Whisker Face is going to forgive any more mistakes.
You save. I don't think it's gonna really, but just for my sanity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to double tap.
You want to save me?
Oh no,
again?
I misused the term double tap, but go ahead and double tap, I guess.
Do
Oh, double tap
do it
again?
the third time. Yeah.
Triple tip.
Triple tip. Ooh, tri-tip.
Quadruple,
Hold on, do a
quadruple
do a
crush.
quadruple save. Yeah. Well, you know, as they say, fifth time's the charm.
Make it the 6th save. How about for the 7th save stretch?
Go for a seventh.
Save it. Yeah. All right.
All right, there we go.
8 times.
No!
All right.
You say 999, but I say save.
No. Okay. Let's stop.
You don't want to save to off 10. Anyway.
Oh, damn it.
Wow.
All right, Phoenix, look carefully and think it over. This sketch drawn by Laurice Deauxnim is...
It's nothing. Exactly what happened.
Of course the victim was flying through the air. You can see it right there.
Oh.
Whoosh.
Oh.
You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness.
That was the last thing I wanted to hear.
Do you have any evidence that the victim flew through the air?
Just so you know, we haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the Inner Temple yet.
Ugh, I wish they had.
Damn, does that count as a mistake?
Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're 1 cup's worth of entertainment. I think we should skip the penalty this time.
There must be some way. I just know it. There must be a way to use Larry's sketch to show the truth of what happened.
All right, then. The witness will now return to her testimony.
We gotta do it again.
Oh.
That's annoying.
Other than logging over
Present it again.
I have to go all the way.
Do you get what?
So it has to be upside down.
So what actually happened?
It was.
BBB.
It all comes back to this. No, this is new.
What?
I can't believe we're looking
Oh,
at this
funny.
again.
Thank
Okay.
God. I thought, like, they're not going to make us do that again.
I can't believe we're looking at this again.
I admit that I didn't really understand it before, But I get it now. That's why I believe this sketch shows the truth.
Very well. All right, then. Let's hear the defense's theory. All right, what's it showing?
What exactly is this trying to show? I don't think old Whisker Face.
Whisker Biscuit here. No.
BBB.
Is... Okay. Well, a complete contradiction. So I want to suggest that, like, we have to flip it upside down. But if...
Okay.
So it's evidence of nothing. It's like, oh, so this isn't important. A complete contradiction.
What does evidence of nothing say to you?
I worry that it means like, oh, it's not actually an evidence of anything. But I want it to be like, oh, so this isn't the thing, and then he fucking flips it upside down.
But this this sketch is evidence of nothing means absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Right.
Okay, so it's a complete contradiction.
Right, because if it's well, you know, we'll see it.
Something is obviously funny about this sketch.
I'm no art critic, but even I can see that.
No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Maurice Deauxnim stated it over and over. Sometimes I put way much too emphasis on the in.
Oh, yeah,
that throws me off. That this sketch was exactly as he saw it.
Oh.
However, if we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it.
It contradicts reality.
Ha! This is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to that finger-pointing thing again. Okay, trite. So what exactly contradicts reality as we know it?
The floating in the air, right? Take that.
Take that. This flying figure, naturally. After all, people haven't learned to fly yet. Or did I miss something?
Mr. Wright, that answer just now, it was lethal. Oh.
Like Panera's lemonade. Mr. Wright, after dragging us all the way to this point, that answer was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing, I'm actually blushing.
Blushing only suits women, not the elderly. Anyway, what now?
Point to something else.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance.
Open the court record.
I'm in a tight
Well,
spot.
actually, no,
right
but
now.
let the picture go up first so you can see the
I'm in
picture.
a tight spot right now. What I really need to do is turn this case upside down. Flip things and get them straight again in my head.
Do you know what you're saying this time? You've tried to show us this picture like 3 times.
Stated over and over. This goes beep, beep, beep,
Okay, is it beep, 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 beep?
beep, 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 beep.
So there's the picture. Can you open the court record?
No, you can't.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Damn.
Do you want me?
Is it? Oh, so like, what's wrong with it?
I almost said something that was just spoiled, but
Oh, well, okay, so. Oh, okay, so this isn't where the chords were.
take that.
There you got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's this wire connected to the bridge.
The Wire, my favorite HBO show.
Ha! Is that the thing that contradicts reality?
It is indeed.
Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. Show us something that will point out how the sketch contradicts reality.
Oh, okay. Where'd the photo at? Oh, I think if I if I hold it, it will. No. Okay, sometimes it will do like a fast thing. I don't know if it's like when I'm holding it or what. But like the arrows on the left and right will change to like double arrows and it will skip pages. I don't know what did that though. Anyway. Yeah, obviously very interested in. Yeah. Take that.
That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct?
Yes. Now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. Da-da-da-da. But on the actual Dusky Bridge,
Jumping Jehoshaphat!
I don't think I've ever seen that spelled out.
the wires are below the guard wires.
What?
What?
Order, order, order! This sketch is somewhat different than what's depicted in the photo. However, isn't it likely that the artist just saw it wrong?
Or perhaps he just drew it wrong.
Either way, it sounds like you're just wrong.
I'm like Phoenix wrong.
With someone like Laurice, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility. But then that begs the question. Why did he make a mistake? What was the reason?
Are you saying you know the answer to that?
Listen, think back, all right? Remember what Laurice was doing when he witnessed this event? Da-da-da-da, I'm doing it a lot. He was at the Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover that was never going to come. He waited and waited, and finally he laid down. But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Laurice must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which means... It's like, sorry, I jumped ahead there. Or did I even read something? Whoa, I'm going crazy.
No.
He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did.
He was lying on his back. I can't see how it relates.
But it does, Your Honor. I mean, that's right here. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down. Ooh.
Ah!
Ugh. Sorry.
Oh, no way.
Ugh. No way. Ugh. No way.
Maurice Deauxnim witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I will admit, if we apply the typical Ace Attorney logic that always stops Phoenix, is, do you have evidence there? Upside down?
Yeah,
I don't.
Didn't you see that picture of him?
Yeah.
No, that's just your
What are
imagination.
you talking about? What picture?
So then this sketch should actually...
I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Maurice Deauxnim's sketch is like this. Hwah!
Ooh.
This is how it should actually look. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right, just like a pendulum.
Ridiculous! Order, order! Objection! Of all the things to say, a pendulum?
The bridge was burning to a crisp. There was no way to get across it. But if the body had been found at the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done.
Objection! Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff.
Yes, that sounds about right.
In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead.
Objection! The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident, so it doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then, the criminal. He didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right in front of the criminal.
What?
I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there.
In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. What makes you think the criminal had the rope on hand to create a pendulum?
To have it on hand. Hold on. Well, the bridge just has a loose rope there. I don't know. Is there anything else that suggests that? More direct crime photo? No, I don't think so. I don't think any of these. Is this the only thing that has the bridge tracks? Yeah. And I just worry having to present the same exact thing again, but I think that's the only thing that says that somebody presented.
Take that!
And the meaning of this is?
If you want to know where the rope came from, it's hanging right there in front of your glorious beard.
Ah! This is one of the wires from the bridge.
When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Deauxnim's body.
This is insane.
Because there was simply... I know you're not familiar with Simpsons all that much, but are you aware of like the meme of like Flanders trying to get like Homer's unconscious body?
Oh, and he's just like hitting every
plate. That's just what it looks like.
Yeah. What if it missed? Like, what? Just like kept having to swing it back and forth. You've all seen like you've seen like that video of like the old lady being like taken from the rescue copter and she's like spinning in the air, right?
God.
No.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Because there was simply no other way to move the body.
I'll watch that one after watching the turtles fuck or whatever.
Yeah.
Tortoises.
Tortoises.
Or maybe it's turtles.
Yummy.
Oh, he could really put him away.
Yep.
Mr. Godo. It seems that Mr. Godo is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. It seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high, so I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all.
Objection! Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Trite. I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum?
Oh, that it was swung. Was it this found outcropping near Dusky Bridge has blood on it. It came from this is the only other thing that it was found right there by the bridge. God. Is this? Yeah.
Take that! Before I present my evidence, let me review what we know so far.
Okay.
According to this photo, one of the wires snapped. Looking at the map, we can see it's the one that was in the front of the inner temple.
So then that was the spot where the criminal...
Yes, precisely. Now let us consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from this point here...
I knew it. Cool spot, did it?
How could you? Thought you were cool.
There's no place in this world for cool spot anymore. It's driven me to a life of crime. It would drop on the opposite bank at approximately this point.
Did you say drop?
Well, they must have failed to catch the body on the other bank.
What? What makes you think something like that happened?
Because I have evidence that suggests her body dropped some distance.
What kind of evidence?
Take a look at this autopsy report, which you could have also presented. It's great that there's multiple options.
Oh, the 10 feet.
No, that's stupid, Steve.
It's actually really bad and awful.
It says here that her body
Remember this?
fell about 10 feet after her death.
Yeah. Clever.
10 feet, huh?
That's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to the forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet.
God.
And then
Yeah.
just ragdoll, misty face. And then as a result of the landing impact...
Maya's mom!
Yeah, it's really... It's very unfortunate. Yeah.
God.
This crystal sphere was knocked loose.
That's...
Yes, this blood-stained amethyst crystal.
And then a giant anvil landed on her head.
And then she went through a wood chipper.
When she landed, it there was a crater the shape of her silhouette.
And then that's when the mountain lion got a hold of her. It's the one that... Sorry, Jesus Christ. It's the one that came off Miss Elise Deaunim's staff. And even more important is the place where this crystal sphere was found.
Indeed. I believe it's already marked on this overhead map.
Yeah, something...
What?
You could say this line, sorry.
The crystal was found... Ah!
I think it was already mentioned, but something I kind of forget is that the two different sides of this map are not the same height. So I was always like, how the hell does this make sense? But I realized on the other side where the inner temple is, it's much higher up, so that you do have that momentum.
I guess from this
it's not really
pitch,
clear in the backgrounds in this game.
Yeah, I see. God. So when you guys were, I don't know if you even remember, but which evidence did you present?
I don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember.
No.
I was what, like
Probably the sphere. The
18
sphere.
years old or something? I don't remember.
I think, because like I said, I didn't quite understand the height difference there. Precisely, Your Honor. In the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed.
Jesus.
This explains your theory quite well, Mr. Wright. You have provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Most impressive.
Oh, that's what the shaking was.
Mr. Wright?
I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down.
That's why I didn't scream.
Look, what is the meaning of this, Mr. Godo?
That was a dark and bitter guess that you made, Trite. But you forgot about one thing.
Oh, and what would that be?
The aroma.
Huh?
While you clean up fast. A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma.
The rest of the court doesn't speak Coffinese. Can you elaborate a little bit more?
If the criminal had sent the body to the other side, like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice laying in wait to catch it.
An accomplice?
The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge. So, who collected the body? What do you have to say about that, Trite?
Mr. Godo is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. Well, Mr. Wright, you know what you must do.
Yes, Your Honor. The body couldn't have made it to Hazakura Temple without an accomplice.
Very well, then. If you please, Mr. Wright. Who was the person that received the body on the Hazakura Temple side?
Okay, this is tricky. So I want to assume. Okay, so Iris had to be on the main temple side, and the other side. Wow, it's just literally recolored. It had to be Dahlia, if I'm assuming the accomplices correctly. So that side, whoever caught it, that was Iris, I think. And that's a big old chunk. That's a big old chunk.
Take that.
Take that. It can only be you, Sister Iris.
But I
don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it.
Objection! Trite, were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty in the Inner Temple Garden after the mother-daughter bloodbath.
Objection! I haven't forgotten, but have you, Mr. Godo? This witness was also seen at Hazakura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim.
Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the same time.
Sister Iris, let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony?
mentioned what?
The pendulum, of course. Using this sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnt-out bridge, which means it's now a fact that this occurred. Something you should have already known.
Burnout Bridge is the bridge I live under.
Yep.
No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about a pendulum.
But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it'd be impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Iris to begin with.
What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright?
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying this witness isn't Iris of Hazakura Temple?
Objection! Are you serious, Trite? You mean this woman is...
There's no one besides Iris that could have received the corpse that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach during this trial.
Ooh.
Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. The woman that's standing there at the witness stand Her real name is... Take that!
That's so good.
I never thought I'd have to utter your name again, let alone see you. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Hawthorne?
Sister Iris had a twin sister, and you're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
That name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless.
Ha! It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh yes, I remember now. That case. 5 years ago.
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Mine. But according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month.
So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom.
What? Order!
Wait a moment. How can you... My sister, she's already dead. What kind of...
Objection! You of all people should already understand, after all, the blood of the master of the Kurine channeling technique flows within that body.
The Kurine channeling technique. Now, where have I heard that?
That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne herself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium.
Ooh.
What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite impossible. You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be channeled by someone on the very night of the murder to a temple where her twin sister, Iris, was?
Well, if you're going to put things that way, then yes.
Objection!
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me? We're supposed to believe a coincidence like that just happens?
Objection! Naturally, it was no coincidence. The whole thing was part of a plan from the very beginning. It's all written right here in these instructions.
What's that?
These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay. And part of the plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at Hazakura Temple.
2 of them.
2.
Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell. In other words, 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time.
That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris.
And the Iris who gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple was someone else dressed as her, namely one Dahlia Hawthorne.
Objection! Do you even know what you're saying, Trite? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris.
What?
Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. Doodle-doo-doo. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that had been channeled doodle-doo-doo, would have been stranded at the inner temple due to the lightning strike. It was later that the body was moved by Pendulum.
I love that we get to see that again.
That's right.
Naturally, that would mean that the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
After being notified of what happened, the police came to Hazakura Temple's main hall. There they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center.
Yes, I suppose. I can't deny any of that.
Whew. Thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced.
But something still seems off. Way off. I'm still not convinced that the iris here is the same one from the other night.
Ha! I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous. Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switched places?
So switch places. To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand, but I do know that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we can't continue with this trial.
Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia. Which means they must have switched places somewhere.
Well, Mr. Wright, since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, have there been any chances for Iris to switch places with Dahlia Hawthorne?
There was one.
Your Honor, I think there might have been one chance.
Oh, explain yourself.
Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown.
Unknown? What do you mean?
What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move about freely, unsupervised.
Well, who was it? Who would give a murder suspect time to move about freely like that?
I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris the chance to freely move about was...
Yesterday, or during the murder?
No, not during the murder.
Oh, yesterday?
Basically, Phoenix thinks that this Iris is Dahlia.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So, right, for that to have happened, they needed to be able to switch places. When was there a time when that could have happened?
The person who gave the chance to freely move about, it was Miles, I think, because they took her out of the detention hall, and then the earthquake gave them time where we just didn't know where she was. So I think it was Miles.
Take that!
This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it?
Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday,
Okay,
was there
thank
not?
God.
An earthquake?
Earthquake! Oh my goodness! The inner temple! This kind of tremor might... I was scared.
How could I have? She fled. She escaped. That sounds like he's swallowing something. She escaped.
We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time.
Okay.
When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne.
That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here. No judge in his right mind would consider the idea of spirit channeling and...
Be quiet.
Ooh. It's been a long time, Mr. Judge.
That voice.
Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules.
Dahlia Hawthorne. And my current profession? Permanently retired.
Ha! So you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh?
Why should I? After all, I'm dead.
Ooh.
There's really nothing you can do to punish me.
What is going on here?
It's crazy.
Dahlia Hawthorne. I never thought we'd meet again. I never thought we'd meet like this. But this time, I'll end it. For her and for myself. And for the audience.
Oh.
That shit's crazy,
Yeah,
dog.
that's cray-cray.
I did not remember this.
But how did she get from two places?
I don't know, we'll find out tomorrow.
Find out tomorrow.